everyone. So just a little bit of an update. For those of you who aren't aware, even Ralph was supposed to do a stream on the last Friday, and he did not show up for that stream. Didn't notify any of his guests, didn't notify, I would say, any of his family, but there are none. It's a very weird situation, especially since Friday is the biggest earning night for anyone who does super chat type things. So of course they got everyone's curiosity going. And the next day, of course, there was no word from Ralph whatsoever. And same goes for the day. It's been over 50-60 hours since anyone's seen anything of Ralph. Which, if you know anything about Ralph, that's a lot of time for him to not touch a cell phone, a computer, or in any way get in contact with anyone. So I don't know where Cog ended up getting this, but apparently, as you can see on screen, there was a gringo who washed up. Sometime late at night, some locals had heard a man in the ocean over at Progresso Beach struggling, needing help, and once they had finally got there and found him at 3 p.m. the next day, he was gone. Now, Ralph had been tweeting pictures of himself at 3 a.m. and what some said that Grok had identified that area as Progresso Beach, but Grok also says that Ralph is 6'2". That's not a joke, by the way. I don't know where Grok got that information, but apparently Grok thinks that Ralph is 6'2", so yeah, take anything Grok says with a grain of salt. But beyond that, like I said, the gringo that they had found, and gringo, the white guy they had found, had no identification. So they said he was under the influence of alcohol and had slipped into the ocean. And of course, but just going by how he looks, they think he's a tourist, appears to be in his 40s. And let's just be fair, Ralph looks rough as fuck, so 40s at the least. Of course, there was no one with him because there was nobody to help him and nobody there to identify the body, which means that if this is Ralph, don't expect any confirmation anytime in the near future. The most you may get is if, he gets turned over to the American consulate and they identify the body. Of course, then they're going to notify either, I imagine, Faith or Amanda. But I feel pretty confident in just saying Ralph is dead. If it were just public, then I would understand. But this is public and private. His top donators, his friends, the people he streams with and collaborates with, no one's heard from him. Everyone who sends him messages, not read, not even checked. Parenting app that he uses to communicate about stuff with Faith about Xander, completely unread. He has ghosted the world, so he's either dead, in prison, or he's had all of his internet stuff like computers and everything stolen. And out of the three, I think dead, given the eerily similar comparison with Ralph, is probably the best bet. And the only good defense I've heard of why this probably isn't Ralph is because they were like, come on, Ralph, swim? Are you serious? And all I got to say to that, and it's something I brought up on COD Show, is, nothing stops that drunk-ass rage pig from walking down a pier, drunk, and then a wave hitting the pier, and him just going off. So, for now, I'm calling it, and I think he's absolutely dead, and if anyone does come back and it looks like Ralph, I guarantee you it's a double gangster, and I am never going to move from this point because Ralph drowned him in the ocean while drunk is now my official hate canon, and I refuse to move off it. I mean, the news is really hot at this moment because very few people are talking about it because most people have seen Ralph go offline. But it's usually with notice. He's never literally dunked on the biggest show of the week, left a guest he's been dying to fucking get in contact with and get into her pants, let's just be fair, and ghost her, ghost his friends, ghost everyone he collaborates with. That's never happened. So, even when he got his face smashed in Portugal, he was still talking with people. We all knew he was alive. Just everyone was like, Ralph is not able to respond right now. No one would say why, but we knew he was talking to people. This time we know he's not talking to people, but it's the people who are his friends who have been trying to contact him can't get in contact with him. This is not like the other situations. So anyway, I just figured I'd let you guys know. Hope you guys are enjoying Doomer's content. My schedule is still extremely busy, so I've not been able to get into any of the content or projects I wanted to. Hopefully things clear up soon, but it never seems to be the case. I literally worked almost half of my day, so it is what it is. And the other half I try to relax just watching. Stream's not making video content. But anyways, that is it for this. Bye everyone!